Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to those thrilling days of yesteryear, a live recreation of some of your favorite shows from the golden age of radio. It was 75 years ago today that children were huddled around their radio in their living room, next to their big Christmas tree, amidst a big wash of pile of presents waiting to be opened as they listened to episode 24 of the Cinnamon Bear. Apparently the parents were doing the cinnamon beer. And in fact, you'll be hearing that episode, among others, today. Now, in the early days of radio, two men, Lindsay McCary and Charles Pike, were working with the Radio Transcription Company. And they wanted a show that would build excitement in the kids for the Christmas season. Now remember, this is the Christmas, the way we went to Christmas is not like how it is nowadays. Now, Christmas begins somewhere before Halloween. And then there's commercials and there's TV shows and every day there's Christmas, 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 Christmas. Well, back in 1937, Christmas really began about a week before Christmas. People went shopping right before Christmas, and it was very simple and short. And a lot of the advertisers wanted something to build up the enthusiasm and get people into the stores and go shopping. And so they created this lovely series, which was an original holiday adventure for kids, full of crazy characters, very similar to The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland, which were really popular in that day. Now, it first aired, as I said, in 1937 on the day after Thanksgiving, which was, and then it ran every day for 26 episodes, ending on Saturday, December 25th, Christmas Day. Children instantly loved it. Families went nuts, and it has been a Chicagoland children's Christmas classic ever since. Its fact has aired somewhere every year, year after year, ever since. Now, it seems only right that we should be celebrating its 75th anniversary by recreating some magical moments of this incredible adventure for you today. Now, please keep in mind that if we did the entire 26-episode series, it would be taking over 5.5 hours. I don't think we want to spend all day here, as wonderful as it is. We've got other stuff to do. So, with a lot of seriously editing, condensing, trimming, and altering, we've been able to pare this story down so that you can enjoy the whole basic classic tale in a single afternoon. It's a little bit longer than our usual shows. It's about 90 minutes long. But we managed to keep the whole basic story, beginning, middle, and end, of Judy, Jimmy, the Cinnamon Bear, and some of the crazy characters that you get to meet. Now, of course, we'll end, as the show always does, up at the North Pole with a visit with old Santa Claus himself. And our wonderful narrator will do his best to fill you in on all the stuff that happens in between the stuff that we had to trim out. Now, if you would like to hear all the missing sessions and the entire adventure, you can always visit, you can find it in most places online, and you can also find it on our website, TTDYradio.com, and look at the archive section. We'd also like to extend our gratitude to all those parents and grandparents who brought the young kids here. Are you guys familiar with the Cinnamon Bear, or is this your first time? Anybody? Who here knows the Cinnamon Bear? Wonderful. Who here is the first time seeing the Cinnamon Bear? Welcome. Well, hopefully this will be the beginning of many, many years and traditions. So we'd like to extend our gratitude to all those parents and grandparents who have throughout the years shared the Cinnamon Bear with their families. And also for various radio stations, including WGN, that started it, that was the first to air this. And also modern stations like DCB, those were the days, who run this still year after year in between Thanksgiving and Christmas and keep the magic of Patio Cinnamon and the gang from Maybeland alive all these years. Now, while you are listening, you might pretend that you are one of those who had the fortune of being in that live studio audience as they watch their favorite performers do their thing. Or perhaps you might even wish to sit back, close your eyes, and imagine you are sitting in your own living room in front of the Philco radio, next to the big Christmas tree, a big pile of presents ready to be unwrapped and opened, anxiously awaiting for your favorite show, the Cinnamon Bear, to begin. So join us now as we take you back to those thrilling days of yesteryear. And here's the cinnamon bear.
This is the story of the Cinnamon Bear and his very marvelous adventures with Judy and Jimmy Barton. We can't very well meet the Cinnamon Bear until we've met Judy and Jimmy. They are twins, and they live in a big old-fashioned house. At this very minute, they're in the upstairs sitting room. And from all I can hear, Judy and Jimmy are busily engaged in that very pleasant task of writing letters to Santa Claus. Let's listen.
How are you getting along with your letter, Jimmy?
Oh, pretty well. I guess I got everything down here.
Now, don't go asking for everything the way you did last year.
Oh, you girls are all alike. I bet you if we counted the things in your letter and the things on mine, you'd have the most.
Why, I bet you I wouldn't either.
You would.
Well, I won't argue about it, but I bet you my letter's more dignified than yours.
Judy, Jimmy,
Yes, Mother?
I'm here, Mother.
have you finished those letters to Santa Claus yet?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's good, because we still have something very important to do.
What's that, Mother?
What do you suppose I have in those cardboard boxes here?
I know, our Christmas tree ornaments.
Yes, and you promised us we could help you go through them to see if any of them were broken.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hurry, Mother. I can't wait.
Just a minute, I'll put them right here on the table.
Oh, boy.
I hope that little pink Santa Claus didn't get broken.
We'll see.
Oh, aren't they beautiful?
I'll say, I like those big gold ones especially.
Everything seems to be pretty much in order. The tinsel is here, all the lights. Everything seems to be here, except...
Except what, Mother?
Well, I can't see the silver star anywhere.
You mean the big one we always put on way top on the tree?
Yes, but I don't see it in any of the boxes.
Oh, gee, Mom. I feel most awful if anything happened to that old silver star.
Me too. We've had it on top of our tree for years and years. Christmas just wouldn't be the same without the silver star.
Oh, now don't cry, Judy. It's probably just misplaced. I remember Uncle Jed took some things up to the attic last year after Christmas. Perhaps he put it away up there.
Can we go up and look for it, Mother?
All right. If Uncle Jed put it away, it's probably in the big trunk in the corner by the window. Be careful you don't hurt your fingers when you open it.
We'll be careful. Come on, Jimmy.
Okay, here we go. Up the stairs. Here we are.
Yeah. Gee, there's a lot of stuff up in this attic.
Oh, Judy, there's the old trunk Mommy told us to look in.
Must be awful full of things. The top isn't closed all the way down.
Well, you get on one side, Judy, and I'll get on the other. Then we can both look at it at the same time.
All right, Jimmy. Oh, look, Jimmy. There's one of those old crazy quilts right on top. Take it off and we'll see what's underneath.
Okay. There. Smells like mouthballs, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. Do you see the silver star anyplace?
Just a lot of old clothes and stuff. Let's lift this top thing out. Come on, Judy, help me.
All right.
Now let's see. So here's a small box of ornaments.
Oh, but they're all broken, Jimmy. And the silver star isn't there.
Gee, here's one that's not broken. It's a pretty little airplane. It's made of gold glass or something. Find anything else, Judy?
You bet. Look at this, Jimmy. A little teddy bear with a green ribbon around his neck. Gee, he isn't any more than 4 inches high.
Look what I found, Judy. A real honest-to-goodness telescope. Isn't it a dandy?
Scrumptious. I bet that belonged to Uncle Jed when he was a sailor.
I bet so too. It sure is a wonderful telescope. When I look through it, everything seems a million times bigger. Boy, if I bet I was out on the roof, I could see clear over England.
Farther than that, maybe. You know what, Jimmy?
What?
This teddy bear is the teeniest one I've ever seen.
Sure is. Say, Judy, I bet if we looked at him through the telescope, he'd be a lot bigger.
Let's see, shall we? I'll lean him against the back of the trunk and you look.
All right, now just wait till I get it fixed. Jimmy, crickets!
What do you see, Jimmy?
Willikers, he looks bigger than anything. Take a look, Judy.
Let me see. Goodness, he is big, isn't he? Why, he looks almost as big as we are.
Only he really isn't. If you move over a little, Judy, we can both look at the telescope at the same time. There, that's it. Can you see him?
Plain as day.
Judy, he moved! The bear moved! Did you see it moving?
I thought
get scared. He can't hurt you. He's really only 4 inches high. Hey, you cinnamon bear.
Guru!
Did you hear him, Judy? Did you hear him? He growled at me.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Say, Jimmy, ask him if he's a really, truly, real live teddy bear.
All right. Hey, teddy bear, tell us, who are you?
I'm the cinnamon bear with the shoe button eyes, and I'm looking for someone to take by surprise. I go growling and prowling each night after dark, but the folks say my growl's just a cinnamon bark. Though I growl,
Gura!
and I growl,
Guru!
my victims only say, oh, who's afraid of you? I'm the cinnamon bear with the shoe button eyes, and I'm huffy and fluffy and tough for my size. I devour lots of honey and cinnamon buns, just to make me ferocious, but nobody runs. Now I growl,
Gura!
and I growl,
Guru!
and if you aren't afraid, I'm much obliged to you.
That was wonderful, Cinnamon Bear.
Gura!
Jimmy, let's pretend we're really afraid of him. It'll make him feel good.
Oh, all right.
Oh, don't give us a scare like that again, Mr. Cinnamon Bear.
Gura!
Oh, Judy, I'm scared.
Guru!
Oh, Jimmy, hold my hand tight.
Sure, and did I really frighten you?
Terribly.
You just about scared the living daylights out of us.
Well, I promise not to frighten you anymore. That is, not until my ferocious nature gets the better of me again. Now, would you be kind enough to tell me your names? I always keep a record of the people I scare.
I'm Judy.
And I'm his sister, Judy.
I'm much obliged to meet you, I'm sure. My name is Patty O'Cinnamon.
That sounds Irish.
Well, sure, I'm slightly Irish. That's why I wear this green ribbon around my neck. But tell me, what are you two doing up here?
Well, we lost the silver star that goes on top of the Christmas tree.
Have you ever seen it, Cinnamon Bear?
A silver star? Did it have 5 points?
Well, I think so.
Sure, I've seen it. Lots of times.
Oh, show us where the silver star is, Cinnamon Bear.
Oh, it's not here now. It's gone.
What shall we ever do now?
Well, who took it?
Why, the crazy quilt dragon, to be sure.
Who's he?
Oh, just a dragon. Not a very good one at that. He's terribly fond of shiny, bright things. Every day for the past month, he's been running into the trunk to admire the silver star. This afternoon, it got the best of him, I guess. He just upped and ran off with it.
Oh, now we'll never see the silver star again.
Here, now, don't carry on like that. You can get the silver star back. Well, maybe.
How?
By going after the crazy quilt dragon. Jason, I'll help you.
Will you really?
Oh, sure I will. Crazy Quilt's no great friend of mine. And perhaps, besides, you're both very obliging and were perfectly terrified when I growled at you.
Oh, you're the most wonderful Cinnamon Bear in the whole wide world.
It's very nice of you to say it.
Well, if we're going to cut you up with that crazy quilt dragon, we better get going.
Where do you think he went, Patty?
Well, if I know Crazy Quilt, he's probably headed for the Lollipop Mountains in Maryland.
Maryland? How do we get there?
See that little hole in the wall?
Yes.
Well, we just pop right through there.
Oh, but Patty, Judy and I can't get to that little hole.
Oh, yes, you can. It's very simple, really. All you and Judy have to do is degrow.
What do you mean, degrow?
Oh, just degrow. Get smaller and smaller and smaller until you're only 4 inches high, like me.
Really? That sounds most magical.
Wilker, show us how. Patty, quick.
Of course. Well, it's really quite simple, you know. It's all in the way you look at it. We're only as big as we say we are.
I don't understand what you mean, Cinnamon Bear.
Well, you're used to seeing yourself the way you are now, about 4.5 feet high. Well, when you now look at me through the small end of the telescope, I'm big, aren't I?
Huh?
When you look through the small end, things look bigger. But if you turn the telescope around and look through the big end, they look smaller.
Oh.
There. Now, the only thing you children have to do to be small is to see yourselves that way.
But how are we going to do that, Cinnamon Bear?
Yes, that's what I'd like to know. We can see each other through the telescope, all right. But how can we see ourselves?
Sure, and it's simple. The first thing you do is you put the telescope on top of that dresser there, the one with the looking glass. Fix it so the small end is next to the looking glass, and then look at yourselves through the big end. And presto changeo, you'll be as small as me.
Isn't this fun, Jimmy? Regular magic.
Sure is all right. Now come on and help me put this dresser. It's pretty heavy.
There.
We're all set now.
Now you two can look through the telescope.
All right.
There. Well, I can see you and me, Judy.
So can I. And we look so tiny. Oh,
Gee willikers!
do you feel funny, Jimmy?
Awful funny.
Here we are. Why, we're at the other end of the telescope.
And look how big everything is. Why, look way over there, Judy. The trunk seems as big as a mountain.
And just a minute ago, we were taller than it is.
Well, well, how do you like being only 4 inches high?
All right, I guess.
Well, we better get started now, if we want to catch the crazy quilt dragon. He's got a pretty big head start.
Where do we go, Cinnamon Bear?
Right through that hole in the wall.
Why, when we were down on the floor a while ago, it was only a tiny little hole. Now it looks like a tunnel.
That's exactly what it is, Judy. A tunnel. And it leads to Maybeland.
Oh dear, how are we ever going to get off this big high dresser, Cinnamon Bear?
In the airplane, to be sure.
Why, look, Judy, over to the side of the dresser. It's that gold glass airplane that I found in the truck.
Only now it's great big.
But Cinnamon Bear, we can't go anywhere in that. Why, it's only a Christmas tree ornament.
That's where you're very mistaken, Judy. That happens to be my very own extra private airplane, and it flies beautifully.
It does.
It certainly does. Absolutely.
Why, look, Judy, it has a motor and everything. What does it run on, Cinnamon Bear?
All the motors in Maybeland run on soda pop. Now you and Judy climb in first.
All right.
All right.
Oh gee, this is wonderful. When do we start?
In a second, Judy. Can you jiggle that lever while I get the propeller going, Jimmy?
Sure. This one?
That's right.
Oh Jimmy, I'm so excited.
Contact.
Contact.
Now it won't be a minute now, and we'll be off for Maybeland. Here we go.
Whee! Gee! Oh, boy!
Now I'll just circle around this room a couple of times, and then we'll head for the tunnel.
Oh, watch where you're flying, Cinnamon Bear. Just missed hitting the trunk.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judy. Hold tight now. Here we go into the tunnel.
It's awful dark in here. How can you see, Cinnamon Bear?
Oh, these shoe button eyes is especially good, you know. Anyway, it won't be one dark for long. We're nearly through the tunnel already. Can't you see the light ahead?
Sure enough. Why, look, we're outside. Oh, Jimmy, isn't it wonderful?
Ooh, why, this is the most wonderful place I've ever seen. Is that what you call Maybeland?
Indeed.
Do lots of people live here?
Scads and scads of them. All kinds of dolls and little animals and funny creatures you probably never even heard of.
Are they all nice like you, Cinnamon Bear?
Some are rather bad, they tell me. But of course, I haven't met all the inhabitants of Maybeland.
Oh, it feels like a dream. What is this place we're flying over now?
Those are the Lollipop Mountains, Judy. All those different colors you see down there are lollipop trees.
Look, is that the crazy quilt dragon?
What? Where?
Right over there. On top of that shiny cliff.
Yes, sirree, it's Crazy Quilt, all right. And that's a cliff at the top of the Looking Glass Valley. And it's made entirely of looking glass. He's probably picked that spot so he can bend over and admire his reflection. He's very vain.
Let's hurry and catch him.
No, we must be specially cautious. Mustn't let him know we're after him. Now, Jimmy, you take that side, Judy, the other. Now, walk straight at him.
All right, come on.
Isn't it exciting, Jimmy?
Hey, you! Crazy Quilt!
I'm very busy right now, Cinnamon Bear. I'll speak to you some other time.
Where's our silver star?
Silver Star? What Silver Star?
Don't try to quibble, Crazy Quilt. Hand it over gracefully and you can walk your way.
Oh, what a terrible mistake you made. Why, I've never seen this Silver Star you're talking about. You must have the wrong party.
You have too, got it? I can see it, even if you are trying to hide it. It's our silver star, and we've got to have it to put on top of the Christmas tree.
You stole it out of that trunk and you know it.
What? Oh, come. You think I would do such a wicked thing as steal? Oh,
You still insist you didn't take it, Crazy Quilt?
I repeat, I have not seen it.
Well, we'll have to scare him. Let's go.
Go on, scram, you bad dragon.
Stats, get in.
How funny.
Gruff!
Boo!
Help! No! Don't hurt me!
He's slipping over the edge of the cliff. He fell into the ocean, right into the root beer ocean. Quick! We've got to run down so we can head him off and when he comes out of the water. Come on!
Hurry up, Judy.
I'm coming.
We'll get him. He can't escape this time. There, he's just coming up on the beach.
Oh, I'm so unhappy. Such unkind people to say boo to a crazy quill dragon. Don't you know you should never do that?
Why shouldn't we?
Well, I'll tell you. Don't ever say boo to a crazy quill dragon in hopes he'll tail and run. There are many words that will make him go crazy, but boo is decidedly one. You can say cheese it or scat if you please it, will certainly bother him none. Now shoo or skidoo, sir, would not be taboo, sir, but booing is just never done. Don't ever say boo to a crazy quill dragon, no never, not even in fun. Remember a crazy quill's colors are fast and are guaranteed never to run.
That was very pretty, Crazy Quilt.
Go ahead and laugh, though I suppose I deserve it for giving way to my baser self. But if you only knew how weak I am when I see something beautiful and shiny, and it attracts me so. And I found the silver star.
When you stole it.
Well, if you want to put it that way. I never would have taken it if I had known how much it meant to you. May I apologize and ask your forgiveness?
You mean you're sorry, Crazy Quilt?
Of course, little girl.
And won't ever do it again?
Oh, never, never, never.
That's fine. Now everything will be hunky-dory if you just return the silver star to us.
Of course. Only
what?
It dropped out of my mouth when I jumped off the cliff, and it's lost in the root beer ocean.
This is a pretty kettle of halibut, if I do say so myself.
You're a fine kind of dragon. First you steal our silver star, and then you go and lose it.
Oh, me. Nothing but shame do I get. Shame to the left of me, shame to the right of me.
Don't try and pull any of that weepy stuff around here, Crazy Quilt. It won't work.
Alas, for 10 centuries, maybe 11, the crazy quill dragons have flourished with nary a blot on their escutcheon. Oh, to think that I must be the one to bring shame to our illustrious name.
Oh, there, Crazy Quilt. Don't feel so bad about it.
I must redeem myself. There's no three ways about it, I must. Now, if you can all overlook my past offenses, I'd gladly help you look for the star.
Applesauce with raisins in it. Don't let him fool you, children.
I really have a good heart, you know. It's made out of red yarn. And it's been as true can be. Don't you think you could see your way clear to let me join up in your expedition? Huh? How's about it?
And so it looks like the crazy quill dragon, who feels bad for stealing the silver star, is now going to help Judy and Jimmy and the cinnamon bear find it again after it fell into the root beer ocean. But they met up with the mean inkaboos who threatened to throw them into a great inkwell. Aided by the scissor soldiers who held off the enemy, our heroes rushed down to the beach, jumped on Crazy Quilt's back, and plunged into the root beer ocean, where they discovered their precious silver star floating on the water. Just as Jimmy was about to pick it up, a blue and white polka dot whale rose out of the ocean and swallowed it. From that point, their adventures continued to get crazier as they came upon many more inhabitants of Maybeland, some friendly and some not so friendly. Wesley, the whaling whale, swallowed the silver star, and when he coughed it up, Samuel the seal caught it and started to juggle it, which made it easy for Penelope the pelican to snatch it in midair and fly away with it. As Cinnamon Bear would say, it was a pretty kettle of halibuts. Along their travels, they met Mr. Presto, the correspondence school magician, who helped them get it back from Penelope. Unfortunately, however, she dropped the star on the island of Obi. Then, to crown their misfortunes, all of a sudden they were surrounded by pirates. But these pirates were different. They didn't make people walk the plank. They didn't even hunt for gold. All they wanted was candy, and plenty of it. Captain Taffy offered to sail them as far as the island of Obi, where the pelican dropped their silver star. When they got there, they sighted a roly-poly policeman on the beach wearing the star on his chest. He was perfectly willing to give them their silver star, which he had pinned on his chest. But by the time they got to him, that old crazy quill dragon, who you remember liked bright shiny things, got to the policeman first, and off with the silver star he went. Professor Whiz, the educated owl, told them he'd seen Crazy Quill Dragon go into the wintergreen witch's house. And what's more, he had the silver star with him. But when he entered the house, there wasn't a sign of Crazy. At one end of the room, there was a huge picture of a forest. At least they thought it was a picture until they discovered it was a real forest. So in they went, and they met Fifo, a gentle giant who was so friendly, he took them to the Goody-Goody Grove to help them find Crazy Quilt and the Silver Star. So they left Fifo and plunged into the forest. And now, we join our adventurers as all of a sudden, it got pitch dark and they saw two yellow lights, like eyes, flashing in the inky blackness.
Oh, do you suppose it's the witch?
Maybe it's some terrible monster.
Oh, it's so dark, and those awful yellow eyes.
Don't be scared, Judy. I'll take care of you.
What was that?
Gee, I wish I knew.
It's some awful monster. That's his breathing.
Look, it's getting light again.
Sure enough, it must have been magic.
And there's my monster.
Why, it's the crazy quilt dragon.
Hey, Crazy Quilt, wake up and hear the birdies.
Here, let me try. I'll tweak his nose for it.
Where am I?
Mind where you are. Where's our Silver Star?
Star? Oh, I'm so bewildered. Now it all comes back to me. Judy, Jimmy, and Patty O'Cinnamon, at long last, an end to this nightmare. Is it really you, my friends, or am I still dreaming?
Of course it's us. Who else would it be?
I didn't know. I thought it might be more of the wintergreen witch's magic.
Magic?
Oh, yes. Oh, you'll never know what I've been through. Oh, the shame of it all. Oh, agony.
Why don't you stop your infernal moaning and tell us what happened?
Well, to make a short story long, after those pirates sailed away with you, I dashed hither and thither like a mad thing in search of enough corks to make me watertight so I could swim after them.
Did you find them?
Luckily, yes. I stumbled upon the requisite 4 barrels of corks, swallowed them hastily, and in I plunged.
And you swam after us all the way?
All the way, a mere nothing though. By the by, I was backstroke champion last year, you know, and I also hold medals for the freestyle swimming, the root beer crawl.
Oh, quit your bragging, Crazy Quilt, and get on with your story.
Far be it from me to enumerate my aquatic achievements to an unappreciative audience. Well, anyway, I swam like 10,000 dragons and arrived on the Isle of Obi in remarkably good time. There, to my delight, I saw the Silver Star reposing on the bosom of the roly-poly policeman.
And then you talked him into giving it to you.
I didn't either. I was just about to engage him in casual conversation when, wham! Something indescribable overcame me.
Yeah, you just couldn't resist the star. It was so bright and shiny.
Oh, it was terrible. I wasn't myself at all. Some powerful and evil influence seemed to guide me. A voice kept repeating and repeating in my left ear. That's the blue and orange one, you know. Get the star! Come this way! And so, although I wanted to wait for you in agony, I fought to wait for you, but this diabolical force kept pulling me.
Sure, just itchy claws, that's all. Itchy claws.
Don't interrupt him, Cinnamon Bear.
At my utter shame, I succumbed to the voice, got the star by pretending you had sent me after it, then was drawn like steel to a magnet, up the beach, into a house, through the picture frame and into this magic forest, right to the spot where you found me just now, and then... Oh, I shudder to think of it.
What happened?
The wintergreen witch appeared and stood before me, and then I realized it was she who had exercised this horrible power over me and made me steal the star.
Oh, come now, Crazy Quilt. Don't blame it on a lady.
She is no lady. And she made me hand over the precious star, and then I think she must have put me in a short trance, because that's all I remember. Oh, agony.
Jiminy crickets.
Poor old Crazy Quilt.
Sounds fishy to me, that's what it does.
Well, you believe me, don't you, Judy?
Of course I do. Didn't you save us from the Incaboos?
Sure he did. Say, what did the witch look like, Crazy Quilt?
Oh, hideous, horrible, terrifying. She changed colors all the time. Ugly green, then purple, then blood red. And that nightmare of a face, great rolling eyes, 3 fangs tearing through an ugly slit of her mouth.
Stop. I don't think I want to hear any more.
Oh, Judy, if you get scared just by hearing Crazy Quilt talking about that old witch, how are we going to be when we meet her face to face?
Sure, gotta meet her face to face. Gotta be very brave.
And that's what I say, though somewhat reluctantly.
I guess I can be as brave as the rest of you. But how are we going to find our way back to the place where we came through the picture frame?
Gee willikers, I hadn't thought about that. These woods all look the same. Do you know which way to go, Crazy Quilt?
No, I'm dreadfully sorry, or perhaps dreadfully happy, that I haven't the slightest idea which way to reach the Wintergreen Witch's house. Remember, I've been in a trance or something.
I wish you'd go back into your trance and shut the door after you. Why, children, I guess there's nothing left to do but follow our noses. Hope we'll find a place where we came in.
What to do?
I know, the whistle. The one the giant gave me.
Giant? Oh, I don't like that one little bit. It sounds bad.
Oh, but Fifo's a gentle giant, and he was very nice to us.
Sure, and he gave me this little whistle and said if we ever needed help, to blow on it 3 times, and he'd come running.
I'm sure Fifo can help us. Blow the whistle quick, Jimmy.
Okay.
Oh, goodness, Jimmy, that's not loud enough for anyone to hear. Better let me try it. I'm good at wood instruments, you know. Played the tuba in college.
All right, Crazy Quilt, here it is.
Ah, what's the old maestro? I place the instrument thus, inhale, and...
What happened?
Gee willikers, he swallowed the whistle. This is the limit. What'd you have to go and swallow the whistle for?
Couldn't help it. Slip.
Oh dear. Now we'll just have to walk and maybe we'll never be able to get out of this old forest.
What's the matter, Crazy Quilt?
He's got the hiccups. And every time he hiccups, he blows the whistle.
Quick, Crazy Quilt Dragon, do it again. That's swell, you blew 3 times.
Good. Maybe Fifo will come to our rescue.
Bless my stuffing, I can hear him now.
That's enough, Crazy Quilt. Fifo heard you.
I can't stop, it just keeps...
Here I am, my little friends, just as I said I'd be. Oh, but my gracious, you don't have to blow the whistle so many times.
We're not doing it on purpose, Fifo. The Crazy Quilt Dragon's caught it in his throat.
And every time he hiccups, it whistles.
I'll fix that. Just a pat on the back.
There it is.
Oh, what an ordeal. Why does everything happen to me?
Because you're always sticking your crazy quilt nose in somebody else's business, that's why.
So this is the Crazy Quilt Dragon you were looking for? And did he give that your silver star?
No, he didn't, Fifo. Because the Wintergreen Witch did something magic to him and made him bring it to her.
Crazy Quilt says she's a terrible old witch. Does she scare you, Fifo?
It all depends on what color she is.
That's right. Didn't you say she changed colors, Crazy Quilt?
Definitely. And you didn't believe me, Snorty. She changed from green to purple to red.
Oh, that's bad. When she's all right, she stays green. But when she gets a notion to practice magic, she goes all sorts of colors.
No matter what color she gets, we got to find her.
Yes, and that's why we called for you, Fifo. We thought maybe you'd be real nice and take us back to the place where we came through, the picture frame. We don't know which way to go.
I'd be glad to. Only I'm sorry to see you leave the magic forest. It's awful lonesome here. Maybe you can come back and see me again, huh?
Willikers, I don't see how we can, Fifo. On account of we got to get a silver star and get back home before Christmas.
Oh, well, maybe someday you can. All right, everybody, I'll put the dragon on my left shoulder and the rest of you on my right. Up you go!
Whee! We're way up in the air!
My, this is something new for me. My, you are a whopper of a giant, Fifo. Simply a whopper.
Hold tight! Here we go! Here you are, folks. End of the trip.
What, so soon?
Sure, Fifo's no slowpoke. Only take a few of his big steps to get you someplace in a hurry.
All right now, down you go.
Gee, we're right where we came into. I can see right through the trees into the Wintergreen Witch's house.
Well, my friends, I wish I were small enough to go through the picture frame with you, but that's impossible. So I'll just have to say goodbye and good luck.
Goodbye, Fifo. We'll never forget you.
You bet, and thanks a million.
Goodbye. And I hope the witch is always green.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, gentle giant.
All right now, steady yourself. and through the picture frame.
Okay, Cinnamon Bear, here I go.
And me?
And reluctantly I...
The room's empty.
Splendid, splendid.
The winter witch.
Right, my pretty dears, right. Thought I wasn't here, eh?
Hold my hand, Jimmy.
Excuse me, I just remembered I left the water running in the bathtub. I'll see you later.
Me too. Come on, children, out the door.
The clothes itself.
Hurry, back through the picture frame.
Oh, it's nothing but a flat-painted picture now.
Oh, trapped, doomed. This is the end.
Jiminy Crickets! Look at the witch, she's changing colors.
Green and blue and purple and red.
Sit down, my dainties. Sit down and make yourselves comfortable, because you'll be here a long time. A long, long time.
What are you going to do to us, Mrs. Witch?
You will find out. And don't call me Mrs. Witch.
Please, Mrs. Wintergreen, give us our silver star and let us go.
Yes, please give it back.
We've come an awful long way to get it.
And after all, madam, what does a wonderful sorceress with your great power want with a paltry Christmas tree ornament?
I want it for my magic forest. That's something I've never had before. I'm going to hang it in the sky over the Black Lake.
Well, if we can't have the star, would you mind if we just sort of moseyed along?
No, you don't. I have other plans, my pretties. Other plans.
Well, I bet you can't do anything to Judy and me, because we belong to the USA. I bet you can't magic anyone can say so there.
Besides, we don't believe in witches anyhow. They're just to scare people on Halloween.
So, you don't believe the Wintergreen Witch can magic things, eh? I shall demonstrate. First, I open the door. Now see how beautiful and clear it is outside?
Indeed, and how I'd like to be outside.
Now I'll close the door. And mumbo jumbo, habba-dabba-whoa. Now I open the door again.
Gee willikers, look!
It's raining cats and dogs.
There, you've heard of it raining cats and dogs, haven't you?
Yes, Miss Wintergreen.
Now, you've not only heard, but seen it. Do you still think the Wintergreen Witch can't magic things?
Oh no, you're truly wonderful. But won't you please let us go?
Yes, pretty please. We haven't done anything to you.
No. But I'm going to do something to you.
Oh.
There are several things I need around the house or in the magic forest, and you pretties have come at just the right moment. First, I think I'll change you twins into white mice.
Oh, please don't. Not mice. I don't like them at all.
And this crazy quilt dragon will look beautiful after I've changed him into a pincushion.
Oh, agony!
And as for this funny little bear, he'll make a lovely doormat with welcome on his tummy.
Oh, me poor stuffins.
Now be quiet while I prepare my magic.
Jimmy, if we only had something to make her forget about us and the silver star, have you got anything she might like?
Gee, I don't think she'd like my knife, and my small wristwatch is found in my bureau drawer.
I've got it. Maybe she'd like my looking glass. Mrs. Wintergreen,
Yes, my pretty dear.
I have something much nicer than the silver star for you. And it's ever so much shinier. Look.
Take it away! Take it away! Don't you know witches can't stand to see their own faces? Take it away!
What a break. Keep on showing it to her, Judy.
No! I'll do anything you ask. Anything.
All right. First, you've got to let us go.
And promise not to do anything to us after we leave.
Oh, yes, but take that dreadful looking glass with you.
And we've got to give us back our silver star.
Oh, even that. Here.
Oh, Jimmy, at last we've got it back.
Open the door, witch, and make it snappy.
And fool for you, Mrs. Wintergreen. Come along, children.
Isn't this swell, Judy? You got the star and everything.
Yeah, but we can't stop to admire it now. We've got to rush right down to the shore and get right back to across the root beer ocean. Come on, hurry, everybody.
You think you can swim us all back, Crazy Quilt?
Absolutely. I'm plenty full of corks to manage it. Climb aboard.
I think I'd better carry the star.
Pardon the suggestion, but I have an ideal place for it. My hind pocket. The one under that big orange patch. It's waterproof, and it has a zipper.
Okay, Crazy Quilt, unzip.
With pleasure. And in it goes. Zip again. And safe and sound. Now hold on, my friends, for it's cheerio and into the root beer ocean.
You sure made great time, Crazy Quilt. Here we are, back on the Maryland mainland.
Well, now that we're all hunky-dory, I must ask you all to excuse me while I sit down and rest a bit from my strenuous swim.
Sure.
Yeah, coming to you, all right.
I think this would be a lovely spot, right here in the lee of this rock. There, now we'll just lean back and then...
What was that?
Oh, my friends, I'm blushing right now. Behold the star.
Willikers, it's busted.
In a dozen pieces.
If you had to sit down, Crazy Quilt, why pick a rock to sit on?
No, I am abject. I am speechless. But I beg you to realize that my mistake was unintentional.
Oh, we know you didn't mean it, but gee, Crazy Quilt, couldn't you use your head a little bit?
Well,
Don't go picking up poor Crazy Quilt. Of course he didn't mean to break the star, but making him feel bad about it isn't going to do him any good.
gladly. Anything to help atone for my frightful carelessness. Anything to... Wait! Why don't we go and see Melissa?
Splendid. Now, why didn't I think of that?
Who's
Who's
Melissa?
Melissa?
Haven't you heard of her? Why, she's our queen, the ruler of Babyland.
What could she do?
What can't she do, you mean? She's wonderful. So kind and generous. Everybody loves her.
That's swell. But what could she do about the Silver Star?
Everything. She has wonderful powers. Nothing is impossible to her. Why, do you know, once upon a time I had the great misfortune to fall into a lemonade wishing well, and all my beautiful colors ran together.
I sure would like to have seen you then.
I shall overlook your remark. No, I was a mess. I thought surely I'd never be able to hold up my head in society. But I went to Melissa, and she restored me to my natural beauty and splendor.
Oh, goody. Maybe she can help us. Where does Melissa live?
Oh, she lives in a palace in the capital of Babyland, a bit southish of the Lollipop Mountains, right in the middle of Marshmallow Meadows.
Maybe we should also might have the star all put together again.
I'm sure she will. Will you take us there, Crazy Quilt?
Certainly, I'm quite as good on land as on water.
Everybody help me pick up the pieces of the star. Jimmy, let me have your hanky. It's bigger than mine.
Okay, here it is.
Ah, here are some pieces.
Yes, and here are some more.
Here's some.
I think Jimmy and I have the rest. Hold out your hanky, Jimmy.
Okay.
There.
All right, now let's get started. Climb on, everybody.
Up you go, Judy. Up, Jimmy. Well, we're on. Now outdo yourself, Crazy Quilt. Gallop as you've never galloped before.
This is the anteroom to the Queen's audience chamber. We'll have to wait here until time for us to see the Grand Wonky. He's sort of head of all the ceremonies and presents everybody to Melissa.
I wish you'd hurry. My stuffing's getting very tired.
Oh, I don't mind waiting so much. It's so beautiful. I like to look down at that big staircase and see all the people passing up and down.
Oh, here you are. So sorry to keep you waiting, but you know how it is, so much busy. You are the Critical Dragon, are you not? I'm sure I've seen you before. I'm very good at remembering places. I mean faces. That's my job. Now, where were we? Oh, awfully nice of you to drop in and all that. Must come again sometime.
I'm Judy.
I'm Jade.
And I'm the Cinnamon Bear.
And that's us, and we're very anxious to see Melissa.
Now, let's see. What formation would look best? Let me see. Yes, the little girl, yes, first. And then I think the boy, slightly behind her with the bear. Then the Crazy Quilt Dragon bringing up the rear guard. I think everything is in order. do you mind if I adjust your green bow, little bear?
I thank you to keep your hands off me bow, and me name is Patio Cinnamon, if you please.
Oh, yes, of course. I think, may we enter now?
About time.
Ouvre la porte! Now, we are all hunky-bunky.
Yes, Monkey.
Dudley, the fanfare! Oh, thank you, Dudley. It's lovely, thank you. And now, friends, you may enter the presence of Queen Melissa of Maybeland.
Oh.
My goodness.
Oh.
Isn't she beautiful, Jimmy?
You bet. Why, she's nearly as pretty as Mother, I say.
Look at her throne. It's all shiny.
All gold, children. 18-karat solid gold.
Looks like there's something shining all about her, too. Must be more magic.
It is. That protects her from anything touching her. Nothing could get close enough to hurt her.
I sure never saw anything like this before.
Will you please come closer?
Her Majesty desires you to approach. Be sure you don't get too close. Your Majesty, may I present Miss Judy.
How do you do?
Fine things, but we...
Mr. Jimmy.
I'm so happy to see you.
And we're glad to see you.
And this is...
The Crazy Quilt Dragon, of course. How are you?
Oh, very well, Your Majesty. Thank
And
you.
last but not least.
Well, who is this fuzzy person with the green ribbon round his neck? Who are you, little friend?
I'm the Cinnamon Bear with the shoe-button eyes, and I'm helping these children recover a prize. It is a lovely silver star that was fashioned, you see, from the very tip-top of a big Christmas tree. Though we've hunted low and we've hunted high, we cannot get it back, no matter how we try. Almost crazy quilt dragon made off with it first, and away went it up, but that isn't the worst. Oh, it's been through 100 adventures since then. We just lose it and find it again and again. So we've looked and looked till we're almost blue, and if you'll help us out, we're much obliged to you.
So you see, Your Majesty?
Call me Melissa, won't you? We're all going to be friends, and friends shouldn't be too formal.
Well, you see, Melissa, the Cinnamon Bear told you part about what happened to our lovely silver star, but lots of things happened to us after that.
And the last thing was that the Wintergreen Witch cast a spell on me and forced me to steal the star and take it to her.
The Wintergreen Witch? Grand Monkey. Make a note that I must take up the case of the Wintergreen Witch at my next council meeting. She's been practicing magic without a license.
Oh, dear me. Yes, Your Majesty. Fix witch. Good and proper.
She was going to change us into things. Then I showed her a looking glass, and she got awful scared and let us go.
And Crazy Quilt took us across the root beer ocean, but...
But he sat down on the star and broke it into a dozen pieces.
So we thought maybe you could help us get it fixed.
Of course I can help you.
You can? Oh, that's wonderful.
Now, you just listen very carefully to everything I say, and your silver star will be restored.
Jiminy Crickets! And we'll be able to put in our Christmas tree list like we used to?
On the very tip top, Jimmy, and no one will ever know it was the very least bit broken.
Oh, that will be wonderful.
And now I will write down the instructions for you to follow. There. Now I put the instructions inside this envelope, Jimmy, and you must follow them exactly.
Oh, goody. Let's see what we have to do.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judy, but you mustn't open it here.
Well, why?
Because that would keep the magic from working. You see, restoring the silver star is going to take a special kind of magic. But if it had been made in Maybeland, it would be simple. But unfortunately, it was made in the world, and that's another matter. It will need quite a little extra work.
Will it be hard to do?
No, not hard, but you must do exactly as they say. And don't worry, friends. I know it will work out all right.
Gee, Melissa, I don't know how we'll ever be able to thank you.
It will just make Christmas perfect, Melissa.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks. Melissa, for past favors and present courtesy, I bow.
I'm not fancy, Melissa, but I'm much obliged to you.
And you're all quite welcome, dear friends. I hope you will visit me again after the Silver Star has been restored to its original beauty.
We'd sure like to, Melissa.
Then do so. And now, Grand Monkey, will you please set our friends on their way? I would be happy to entertain you in my palace for a while, but I know you are anxious to see your star mended and safe.
Yes, madam. Thanks so much. But we do have to hurry, kind of.
Yes, we've got to get back before Christmas.
Well, goodbye then, and good luck.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Your Majesty. Will you please follow me, single file, if you please, in the order in which you came in?
Well, it looks like our heroes are up on some more wild adventures. In the middle of the wishing woods, they met Snapper Snick, a crooning crocodile who lived in a big white bathtub and sang. He helped them read Queen Melissa's instructions for restoring their broken star to one piece. It said, "Underneath the singing tree, another clue you are sure to see." And so they went. Along their way, they were stopped by a great river of mud and attacked by muddlers. Huge, ugly creatures made entirely of mud. Our friends climbed frantically on the Crazy Quilt's back, and he tried to swim, but he couldn't. But as luck would have it, just at the last frightful moment, over the hill came the Cockleburr Cowboys, headed by Slim Pickens, to the rescue. Then they learned that the singing tree was somewhere in the Golden Grove, and off they trooped across the Purple Plain. And just as they came upon the singing tree, right out of nowhere jumped that wicked old wintergreen witch. If only Judy hadn't given her looking glass to Indian Chief Cock and Bottle Washer, she might have held it in front of the witch's face and scared her like she did on the island of Obi. But when Wintergreen learned that Judy no longer had the dreadful looking glass, she right then and there decided to change the twins into Cinnamon Bear and the Crazy Quilt Dragon into bullfrogs. And it looks like nothing in the world or Maybeland can stop her. And she just laughs and laughs and laughs.
I'll teach you to tag along the Wintergreen Witch. I'll teach you to trifle with my reputation.
Please, Mrs. Witch.
Ah! I told you once never to call me Mrs. Witch.
Please don't turn us into bullfrogs.
I never was very fond of bullfrogs.
I dare say they're all right in their way.
Keep still, all of you. Bullfrogs I want you to be, and bullfrogs you shall be. I'll begin my incantation.
Oh.
Abracadabra. Oh. Mojo. Abracadabra. Wah!
Gee, we're not bullfrogs yet, Judy.
I guess maybe she has to say some more things first.
But I don't feel in the least like a bullfrog yet.
Oh, I know what's the matter, definitely.
What is it, Crazy Quilt?
The witch can't change anybody into anything. Melissa's not only banished her from the island of Obi, but has taken away her magical powers.
Look, she's tearing her hair out.
Let her tear it. So, you would turn perfectly respectable citizens of Maybeland, USA into bullfrogs, would you? Grr!
And so, my hideous hag, you would cast your weird spells on us, would you? Ha ha ha! Well, where is your black art now, may I ask?
It seems that I can't do as I wish to change her babbling mouths to those of croaking bullfrogs. Let it be so. Melissa has done me one more bad turn which I won't forget. But I still have what's left of your silver star.
Oh, my word, so she has.
You give it back, you nasty old witch.
Try and make me. My power may be gone, but I can still run faster than the wind. I'll take your star and throw it where you'll never, never see it again.
Oh, dear.
I'll run to the other side of the Golden Grove. It's the north boundary of Maybeland. And there, on the other side, is the great abyss which separates it from the snow country. I'll throw your star down into the bottomless abyss.
No, you won't. I can run too.
Catch her, Jimmy.
You bet.
Try and catch me.
I'll do my best, you woe-begone witch.
I'm not exactly built for speed, but I'll stay with you.
Gee Williker, she fell down.
Now she's picking herself up again.
My goodness, she fell down again.
Oh, bless my stuffing. What goes on here?
What my good woman. One moment, prithee.
Who's that?
Jumping Willikers, it's the Grand Monkey.
I wonder what he's doing here.
Well, hello, friend Wonky. What is the meaning of your welcome presence in these
Oh,
parts?
hello. Greetings from Melissa and all that. Just a moment, please. I'm here in my official capacity right now. Wintergreen.
Ah, what do you want?
I simply want to tell you that you had better be a good witch, because you are surrounded by the very best quality, #1 witch-proof invisible net, and you can't pursue your nefarious schemes any longer.
Oh, so that's what tripped her up and made her fall.
Oh, yes, indeed. Melissa's been watching you with a great deal of interest. Just toss that star back to the children, Wintergreen. There's a good witch. Oh, now you don't have to be so unpleasant about it. Dear me, what an odious person you are, to be sure.
Does Melissa know what happened to us, Grand Monkey?
Oh my, yes. Melissa knows everything that goes on in Mabyland. She sent me here to take charge of Wintergreen Witch. Now just step lively there, you ex-witch. Give the star back to the young man there.
There.
Oh boy! Thank you so much, Grand Monkey.
Not at all, not at all. Just in the line of duty, you know. I'm here purely on business, you understand.
Which business?
Yes, which business? I've been instructed to take the Wintergreen Witch into exile, so come along now, Wintergreen, old thing.
Where are you taking me? Have you no heart to take a poor old defenseless woman with no home? No place to lay a tired head with someone she's never
My. I've no time to bandy words with you. Melissa has instructed me to conduct to the Looking Glass Valley to spend the rest of her days. Come along, Wintergreen. Melissa's orders must be carried out to the letter, you know. Step lively now, Wintergreen. Oh, come. Don't blubber, please. Don't bawl like that. My. Such warbling. Here.
Well. Look here. Why, this wasn't anywhere before.
Bless my stuffing. It's a huge silk hat.
Why, it's the biggest one I ever did see.
Look, it's got windows in it.
And there are some letters painted on it. The flying hat. My word. What do you suppose this is?
You know what? I bet you this great big hat is the clue Melissa said we'd find.
Sure enough, and see, Judy, here's a door in the hat.
Look, there's a note on the door. What does it say, Jimmy?
Well, it says, no trespassing unless you are Judy, Jimmy, Cinnamon Bear, and the Crazy Coat Dragon.
My, this is interesting indeed.
I'm going to open the door. Oh, look!
Very comfy looking, I'd say at a quick glance.
My, 4 chairs, each by a window. Stylish stuff, all the trimming.
And look, 3 are just your size, and one's big enough for Crazy Quilt.
Here's another note on one of the chairs.
Read it, Patio Cinnamon.
Okay. Very interesting indeed. It's from Melissa, just as I thought. Dear friends, the flying hat will take you out of Mabyland to a place where you should have no trouble getting your precious silver star mended. When you are ready for the flight, just say, Topper, topper, off we go, to the land of ice and snow. Once you're there, find Nicky Frudel. Lots of luck, Melissa. My. Wait. Here's a P.S. Do not be afraid of the flying hat. It is equipped with the very best Mabyland motor.
Oh, this is awfully exciting. But I wonder why we have to go to a land of ice and snow to get the silver star fixed.
It is indeed mystifying. But undoubtedly, Melissa has some definite reason for sending us there.
Well, I don't want to rush you, but we're wasting time. Suppose we do just as Melissa says and get going.
Always the practical man of affairs, Jimmy. Let us go indeed.
I'll say the rhyme that Melissa told us to make the flying hat go. Everybody ready?
Surest thing you know.
Indubitably.
What?
Just skip it.
Topper, topper, off we go to the land of ice and snow.
Oh my
It's
goodness!
starting.
Going up.
Oh my goodness!
Oh boy, this is swell.
Oh look, we're going down. Yes, now we're going down. Here we go.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh boy.
Well, come on, let's get out.
Burr, isn't it cold?
Bet, gee, I wish I had my sweater.
Now, I could use my green flannel underwear right now.
I'm a bit afraid my crazy quilt colors will get frozen blue.
Look at the flying hat.
Why, it's tipping itself just like it was saying goodbye.
Oh, look! Well, now it's flying off.
Yes, well, there's no doubt about it. This is where Melissa meant for us to come.
Look, everybody, the palace. There's the bell, Jimmy. Ring it.
Okay.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Oh, you must be Judy, Jimmy, the Cinnamon Bear, and the Crazy Cool Dragon. Oh, I've been expecting you for some time. Won't you come in?
Much obliged to you.
Thank you very much. Are you Nicky Fruitle?
I am. Excuse me while I close the door. It's pretty cold outside.
Gee, it's a lot warmer in here, all right. We've been kind of chilly out there. We're not exactly dressed right like you are without all that white fur.
I don't mean to be rude, but you look like us, and yet you don't.
Oh, I'm an elf.
Oh, well, Queen Melissa of Maybeland sent us in a flying hat to see you about getting our beautiful silver star put back together again. And she said we were to see you.
That's right, Judy. But Melissa meant for me to take you to somebody else. And he'll help you. Will you please follow me up the hall?
My goodness, who is it, Nicky Fruitle?
Why, didn't you know? It's Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Willikers, you don't mean the real Santa Claus, do you, Mr. Friedel?
Of course, Jimmy. No one else.
Oh my goodness.
Gee, Willikers!
Welcome, children. Welcome. Come right in. I've been expecting you.
Well, thanks, Santa. Don't mind if I do.
Your invitation is most acceptable. Thank you. Come on, Judy and Jimmy. Now, don't be fast, bashful.
Go ahead.
I guess maybe I'm silly, but it's kind of exciting to meet the really, truly Santa Claus.
Yes, you see, we never thought we would, and, well, it's kind of like shaking hands with the president or something.
Well, don't you feel that way now? Don't you know that I love children better than anything in the world?
I guess so, but...
You know, this is quite a treat for me. The most I ever get to see of children is when they're asleep.
Don't they ever get to see you?
Oh, no. If they're awake, they don't get to see me at all.
That's it. June and I wonder why we didn't see you that Christmas morning we stayed up awake all night and watched. But our presents were still there Christmas morning just the same.
I remember that time. I fooled you youngsters, didn't I? Now, by the way, I got your letter this year, too.
You did? Gee, that's swell.
And I hope you're quite satisfied. Now, let's see about your silver star.
Did Melissa tell you what happened to it?
Oh, yes, indeed.
How did she talk to you, Santa Claus?
By shortwave. Radio is my hobby, when I have time to spare. Now, you put the star on my desk so I can look it over.
There it is.
Oh, my. Certainly is smashed, isn't it? That can be fixed. Oh, yes, easily fixed.
Can you fix it in time for Christmas? Of course, you understand how important it is for us to have it by then.
Oh, indeed I do. I'm not going to fix it myself. No, that's a little out of my line. But I'll take you personally to a man who specializes in that sort of work. Oh, Nicky.
Yes, Sam?
Have my sleigh and reindeer ordered, will you please? Oh, and yes, have a couple of fur suits sent out for Judy and Jimmy. It's pretty cold outside.
How about Crazy Quilt and me?
What? You were so quiet, Patio Cinnamon, I almost forgot about you. Well, you're pretty well fixed by nature for the cold country, but I don't know about the Crazy Quilt Dragon.
Why not, Santa Claus?
Well, you look as if you were just a bit the worse for wear. Let's see. Number of seams ripped, and quite a tear over there.
Oh, yes.
Well, I think a bit of tailoring wouldn't be amiss. Oh, Nicky, call the tailoring establishment and arrange for a complete overhaul of the Crazy Quilt Dragon.
Oh, thank you, Santa Claus. I hope I'm not too vain, but I don't feel myself toiled best when I've got so many rips and tears.
Is that all, Santa Claus?
Yes, I think so.
All right. Send up 2 fur suits to Santa Claus's office immediately.
What size?
And, he wants to know what size, Judy.
I don't know. I guess about like yours.
Size 9 3/4.
9 3/4, okay.
Have the sleigh and reindeer out in front of the palace.
Sleigh and reindeer, okay.
And tell the tailor shop to expect 1 Crazy Cool Dragon for a complete overhaul.
Overhaul for dragon, right.
All right, now, come along now, Judy, Jimmy, and Cinnamon Bear, follow me.
Nicky Fruit will show you where to go, Crazy Quilt.
Oh, thanks ever so much, Santa. Complete overhaul, eh? Not bad.
This way, Crazy Quilt.
Well, goodbye, all. When I see you next, I promise a complete revelation.
Now, just a second while I button up my coat. Up there.
You're the first suit, Santa. The surface is extra good today.
Oh, fine. Help yourself, children. You need any assistance with fastening?
No, thank you.
Gee willikers, we look almost like Cinnamon Bear.
Well, all set? Oh, it's pretty chilly out.
We don't mind it now.
Oh, look, Judy, here come the reindeer.
Oh my goodness.
Gee, they're swell. Would you let me hold the reins a while, Santa?
Oh, I'm afraid not, Jimmy. You know, these reindeer are funny. They won't obey anybody but me, you see? They're my own special private reindeer. And this is the sleigh in which I make my yearly visit to the world. All right, everybody. Here we go. Hi, Donner and Blitzen.
My goodness.
Can you get everything into this one sleigh, Santa?
Well, not as much as I used to. Have to tie on a couple of trailers now. See that building over there?
Sure, what is it?
That's the candy factory. And over there is the doll factory, Judy. And that one back there is the mechanical factory.
What are you making there, Santa?
Oh, toy trucks, engines, bicycles, electric trains, all sorts of things. You know, I have a crew of specially trained brownies and elves in each of these factories, and they're busy all the year round.
Do you have everything you made in the big palace where you live?
So, a few special things. But that's where the toys are stored, where they're finished. And every day there's an inspection in the grand hall. Oh, maybe you'd like to see one of the inspections after your star is fixed. How about it?
You bet. Who is it you're taking us to visit, Santa?
Oh, you'll see in just a minute, Judy. His house is right over here. Whoa, boy, whoa! This is one of my best friends. Listen to him sing. That'll tell you who he is.
I'm Jack Frost, the world's most famous painter, and I deal in winter pictures that are lovely to behold. I can paint 1,000,000 pictures with my brushes and my mixtures, but I'd like the work much better if my feet were not so cold. I'm colder than November, I'm colder than an Eskimo, I'm colder than a clam. I'm colder than December, it's impossible to realize how cold I really am. I'm Jack Frost, the world's most famous painter. And according to the census, I'm the only one who knows how to frost the roofs and fences with such gorgeous consequences. But I'm feeling most despondent, 'cause my nose is almost froze. I'm really rather chilly, I'm colder than 100 polar bears have ever felt. This may sound rather silly, but I'd buy a radiator if I thought I would not melt.
Bless my stuffing. So that's Jack Frost. I felt his fingers many a time, but I've never seen him.
Look at all the icicles on his hair.
Hi, Jack. Some friends to meet you. Here's Judy, Jimmy, and the Cinnamon Bear.
How do you do? Come on in, won't you?
Thanks, Mr. Jack Frost.
I'm glad you dropped in.
I'm on my vacation now. Nothing for me to do in the world after the snow comes.
Jack, my little friends Judy and Jimmy have had a bit of trouble with the silver star, which belongs on top of their Christmas tree. It's been badly smashed. Needs fixing. Show it to them, Jimmy.
Here it is, Mr. Frost.
Oh, that'll be easy. I'm extra good at stars.
I've often admired your work on the windows, Jack Frost.
Thanks. Yes, I do fairly good work. But I'll never be really satisfied until I learn how to frost a chocolate cake.
Oh, Mother can frost cakes like everything. Maybe she'd teach you.
Good. Next time I'm down your way, I'll try to find time for a lesson. Now, if you'll just step this way into my laboratory.
My. Just look at all the brushes and things.
Gee willikers, it's wonderful.
This is where Jack does all his research work.
It's beautiful.
Now, let's see about the star. Well, this won't take a second. Just a bit of magic snow cement here, and here, and here, and there.
Oh, why look, Jimmy.
Gee!
Why, bless my stuffing.
Our silver star is all beautiful again, just like it was before. Can I touch it, Mr. Frost?
Oh, not for a minute.
I'll put it here on the windowsill for a bit. It has to be exposed to the cold north wind to get good and solid. Now, while we're waiting,
I'd like you to show you a few of the designs I'm working on for next year's frostings.
There's a big star on one of your designs. You like stars, Jack Frost.
Better than anything.
How many points do you put on your stars?
He puts 5, Judy. You can count them for yourself.
And now we've got to get started by the big storeroom and meet Crazy Quilt. The Taylors have done a mighty fine job renovating it.
Let's hurry. I'm anxious to see him.
Oh, he's probably so conceited you won't be able to touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Now, Cinnamon Bear, don't be jealous.
All right, come along, everyone.
Goodbye, Jack Frost. Thanks for mending the silver star.
We're ever so grateful.
Oh, sure, that's all right.
Don't forget, next time you're visiting the world, you just stop at our house and I'll have Mother show you how to frost a chocolate cake.
You bet I will, Judy. Well, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Jack Frost.
Goodbye. Bye. Bert, it's cold out here. I don't know what we do without these first foods you gave us, Santa.
All right, everyone in the sleigh now. Make it snappy.
Will somebody please give me a boost?
There you are, Cinnamon Bear.
Oh, much obliged, Jimmy.
Everybody in? All right, off we go. Hi, Donner. Hi, Blitzen. Hi. Here we are. This is the big storeroom.
There's Crazy Quilt waiting for us.
Hello, Crazy Quilt. Hello, Mickey.
Salutations, my friends, salutations. Notice anything different, Judy?
Oh my goodness, Crazy Quilt. You sure look specially handsome.
Oh, yes, indeed. My friends, you're gazing on a new Crazy Quilt dragon.
Oh, you got a brand new bow around your neck. It's sure a humdinger, Crazy Quilt.
Yeah, I guess he's not the only one who has a bow.
Of course not, Patio Cinnamon.
Green. A very common color, green. Now, my bow...
Orange. That's what it is, orange. A yellowy orange.
It isn't either. It's scarlet, sir, there.
Well, whatever it is, they sure took you to the cleaners, all right. Too bad they didn't dry clean your crazy quilted brains while they were at it.
Well,
No quibbling, please.
Oh, don't mind them, Santa. They're always like that.
Oh, I see. Well, now, I have a little surprise for you, Judy and Jimmy. Now, of course, you children may not care for surprises, or do you?
Of course we do, Santa.
If you're sure you do, close your eyes, all of you.
Am I to be included in this, what you think is going to happen business?
Oh, why, certainly. And Patio Cinnamon, too.
Oh my, I sure hope it's cinnamon buns.
You're always thinking of your tummy.
Oh, now, no peeking there, Crazy Quilt. Keep those purple patched eyelids closed tight. Now, I'll take hold of your hand, Judy, and yours, Jimmy. There we are. All set? All right, come along.
My goodness, this is exciting. Where do you suppose he's taking us?
I've no idea, Judy. Utterly no idea.
There. Here we are. Now we can all sit down.
Would it be permissible to open our eyes now, Santa?
Oh, no, not yet. I'll tell you when. All right, Major Muffy, carry on. You can open your eyes now. Open them wide.
Oh, how beautiful.
Chocolate chip willikers.
Oh, bless my stuffing, what a big hall.
My sainted Crazy Quilt heart, I've never seen anything like this.
That great big Christmas tree? Why, it's bigger than the one in the store downtown.
Sure is. Lots bigger. Gee, I have to put my head way back to see the top of it.
And all the colored lights? Why, there must be 1 million of them.
1.5 million to be exact, Judy.
That big dome roof with the lights on it, would that be made of glass now?
Well, not exactly. Something quite like it, but stronger, more substantial. One of my own inventions.
It's It's just so beautiful, with all the lovely toys and lights and everything. Well, it does kind of take your breath away.
You like it, children?
You bet! It's the most gorgeous thing I ever saw. Oh, Jimmy, look at the hundreds and hundreds of beautiful dolls.
Gee, won't you take a look at all those bicycles, the scooters, and the toy tractors?
Now we're passing the animal kingdom. Elephants and camels and monkeys on sticks. Animals of every description.
No crazy quilt dragons, however.
No, I should hope not. One is enough.
Santa Claus, Santa Claus.
Oh, here's Nicky Fruitle. He's back again. Everything ready now, Nicky?
All ready, sir.
You know what, Santa Claus?
No, what, Judy?
I was just noticing all the little dolls and soldiers and toy animals are standing perfectly still, just like they were waiting for something.
That's right, Judy. They are waiting for something.
What?
Well, just to make certain all my toys will know how to behave when I take them out into the world, I put them through a special rehearsal under the big Christmas tree. And while they're marching, my supervisors inspect them. So that's what my toys are waiting for, Judy and Jimmy. The Christmas Tree Parade.
A parade? Jiminy Cricket said, are we going to see it?
You are, Jimmy, and right this very minute. Oh, Major Muffy, proceed with the Christmas Tree Parade.
Yes, I do. You know, I feel sort of, well...
Let down, Jimmy?
Yes, I guess that's it. Gee, we've done so many exciting things, and I guess maybe I'm sort of tired or something. Anyway, it's getting awful close to Christmas, and you know you had a swell time with you, Santa Claus, and well, we think we ought to go home.
As our adventures together draw to a close, as spokesman for our little party.
And just who appointed you as spokesman?
As spokesman for our little party, may I say a few words?
No.
Thank you. I realize that like all good things, even this, our quest for the Silver Star, must come to an end with laurels on our brow.
What's he talking about?
Just let him rave. Crazy always has to make a speech.
We spent the last precious moments together. May I propose a toast?
Well, I think that'll be all right, friend Crazy Quilt.
I propose a toast to those true friends, those stalwart friends, me, those friends too soon to depart. Lift your glasses of milk, friends. I give you Judy and Jimmy.
Well put, well put. Well, have you all had enough?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, my goodness.
I don't wish to hurry you, but it's getting time to leave. I'm going to take Judy and Jimmy.
And me, Santa, don't forget me.
No, I won't forget you, Patio Cinnamon. I'm going to take you back and Jimmy and Judy to their attic.
Boy, this is the biggest thrill yet.
You've been so awful kind, Santa. We don't know how to thank you.
Oh, pshaw. That's what Santa Claus is for, to help children find happiness.
But what about Crazy Quilt? Is going back with us?
Oh, no, thank you, Jimmy. I think not. In fact, I'm rather taken with the snow country. I'd like to stay on here for a bit.
Well, that's quite all right. Glad to have you. Oh, Nicky.
Yes, Santa Claus?
Is the sleigh ready?
Just about Santa Claus. They're filling the last trailer now.
Good. Have you checked everything with my list?
Yes, I did that personally.
Well, all right. Well, I guess we can start. Come, children, shake a paw there, Cinnamon Bear. I'll help you up, Judy. There.
Thank you, Santa dear.
Now, how about you, Patio Cinnamon? You need any help?
Well, just a little boost, please, Santa Claus.
Will you allow me the pleasure, Patio Cinnamon?
I don't trust you at all, Crazy Quilt, but you can do it just this once.
Oh, such a way to regard the friend with whom you've gone through thick and thin.
How come this sudden burst of affection, Crazy Quilt? Aren't you feeling all right?
Oh, quiet. Here, let me help you up.
There. Thank you, Crazy. You know, sometimes you're a good dragon. But only sometimes, mind you. Only sometimes.
Have you got the silver star all right, Jimmy?
You bet. Hanging on it ever since we got back.
All right. You get it next, Jimmy.
Okay, Santa. Oh, would you please hold the star for a minute while I get in, Crazy Quilt?
Oh, with pleasure, Jimmy. Any last little minute favor, you know.
Goodbye, dear Crazy Quilt. I hate to go away and leave you.
Oh, goodbye, Judy girl. Parting in such sweet sorrow. Oh dear, I'm afraid I may have to weep a few Crazy Quilt tears.
Oh, please don't. We'll see you again sometime. Sure we will.
Goodbye, Nicky Throodle. If you ever come to the world with Santa Claus, drop in to see us. I'll show you my magic lantern kit.
Maybe I will sometime, Jimmy. Thanks.
So just take a look around, Mickey, and see that all the trailers are fastened securely.
Oh, all right, Sam.
Okay, Crazy Quilt, you can get me the silver star, Crazy Quilt.
Where is he?
Willikers, I don't know. He was just here a minute ago.
He must have dropped back to help Mickey. All right, Crazy Quilt.
He's not here, Sam.
Gee, where do you suppose he went?
Look, there he is.
Where, Patty?
Over there, running as fast as he can go.
Jiminy Crickets, and he's got the silver star. Look at him go, lickety-split.
I knew that Crazy Quilt Dragon would show his true colors.
Oh, dear. It makes me want to cry.
Well, we'll have to hurry if we want to catch him. Oh, Nicky, you and Jimmy unhook the trailers from the sleigh. We can go faster without them.
All right, Sam.
Be with you in a jiffy, Nicky.
And I thought Crazy Quilt had reform.
Huh. Once a villain, always a villain.
I don't understand why he'd do such a thing. How you coming, boys?
This the last. There. Come on, Nicky.
All right, take my hand, Jimmy. Up you go. There. Are you in, Nicky?
All set. Willikers, let's hurry.
Hi, Donner. Hi, Blitzen. Hi. There. A little more speed there, boys. That's better.
Grr! Just wait till I get me paws on that double-crossing dragon.
I'm awfully disappointed in Crazy Quilt.
Me too. Look, Santa Claus, I think we're getting them.
We are at that, Jimmy. Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter?
He's heading straight for the North Pole. Faster, Donner. Faster, Blitzen. Faster. Just as I thought, there he is, trying to climb up the North Pole. Come on, everybody, after him. We'll have to catch him before he gets up the pole, or we'll never get him.
Why, Santa?
Why, the mystic folk live up there. They'll take him right in with them. And we'd never see Crazy Quilt or the Silver Star again. Whoa, whoa there. Whoa, Donner. Whoa, Blitzen. Whoa. Hey.
Hey, what's the idea of stealing our star, Crazy Quilt?
Why, hello, Jimmy boy. Fancy meeting you here. What's all this yelling about the star?
You know what about the star? You got it.
Oh, now, come. You must be mistaken, my little friend. Such a little thing would never occur to me.
Why, Crazy Quilt, you big storyteller? If you didn't steal it, why did you run away like that?
Run away? But I didn't run away, Judy. I'm merely getting a bit of exercise. Yeah, trying out my new snowshoes. Great sport.
And I suppose you use snowshoes to climb the North Pole? And if so, where are they?
Where are what?
The snowshoes, you villain, the snowshoes.
Oh, I just dropped them off to be half sold.
Oh, don't pay any attention to him, children. He's got the star, all right. I can see it. It's sticking out of his hip pocket.
I'm so ashamed of you, Crazy Quilt. After we trusted you and everything.
We won't ever believe in you again. ever.
Oh, my friends, my dear companions, don't talk like that. You'll make me... Oh, look, he slipped a bit.
No, he's got hold again.
Oh, can't any of you climb after him? If he reaches the top, we're lost.
I know how to bring him down. Remember, Jimmy? We'll all yell boo at him.
No, not that.
Come on, everybody. Now, 1, 2, 3. Boo!
Boo!
He's down. Let's get him, Judy.
All right.
There he is.
Get in there.
At last I got you, Crazy Quilt, and I'm feeling extra specially ferocious. Grr!
Tickle him, Jimmy. Tickle him.
Oh, my friends, your beautiful friend Jim should have like,
He's turning over. Grab the star, Jimmy.
I've got it, Patio Cinnamon. I got the silver star.
Oh, you crazy quilt dragon. Thought you'd get away with it, huh? I'll teach you the trifle with cinnamon bears. Shake him up, children. Shake him up. Shake him up. Shake him up.
I'm sorry.
Wake up. Wake up, children.
Oh, what's that?
Tickle him, Jimmy. Tickle him good.
Oh, that's all right, Judy. I've got the silver star.
Children, what in the world are you doing? Get up off the floor. You're all tangled up in that crazy quilt. Did you fall asleep? Dear, I hope you didn't catch cold.
Cold? It isn't cold, Mother. Not like it is in the snow country.
Sure, it's a lot colder at the North Pole.
What? My darlings, are you ill? Have you got a fever? Let Mother feel your hands. You're talking so strangely.
We're all right, Mother. We had the most elegant time.
We sure did. The silver star was gone because the crazy quilt dragon stole it. And Santa Claus helped us catch it and get it back.
You don't seem to have any fever. Oh, now hurry up, both of you. Daddy's home.
Did he bring the Christmas tree?
Yes, dear. And he wants you to come down and help him decorate it. Oh, my goodness, I wouldn't have let you come up here in the attic if I thought you'd go to sleep.
Well, we didn't go to sleep, Mother. We went to Babyland.
Oh, Jimmy, look at poor Patio Cinnamon on the floor. And he's only about 4 inches high anymore.
Can we take the cinnamon bear down with us, Mother?
The what?
The cinnamon bear. You know, Patio Cinnamon. We found him in the trunk, and he's the one who took us to Babyland. We had lots and lots of swell adventures, too.
Oh, I see.
May we take him downstairs, Mother?
Of course you can. Now hurry. It's beginning to get dark.
There, Jimmy. The tree is all decorated. Isn't it simply beautiful?
Uh-huh. And there's our silver star, right on top where it belongs.
And Cinnamon Bear is sitting on a branch right near it.
Remember the big Christmas tree that Santa Claus at his palace?
Yes. And remember how we watched that wonderful, wonderful Christmas tree parade with all the toys and dolls?
You bet. You know what, Judy?
What?
I wonder if he really did fall asleep up in the attic like Mother said.
I don't know, Jimmy. It's all sort of mixed up like.
It sure is. I just don't see how we could dream all of it.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, look at Patio Cinnamon. We didn't dream him.
Of course we didn't. Dear little Cinnamon Bear. I bet he's about the best friend we've got.
And what about the crazy quilt dragon, Judy?
Well, don't forget that we found our silver star and crazy quilt up in the attic.
Sure, but it was a dragon when we were up at the North Pole, you know? Maybe it just got all changed around like that because Mother came out to look for us.
Grown-ups don't believe in magic very much, I guess.
No, they just say you're sick or you've been asleep or something.
I wonder if we stayed awake tonight. Do you suppose we'd see Santa Claus? We could ask him about it and thank him for helping us catch crazy quilts.
I don't think we better do that, Judy.
Why not, Jimmy? We just got to find out, don't we?
Well, it would be nice, all right, but don't forget what Santa told us. Children can't see him if they're awake.
That's right, he did.
I guess we just better keep it a secret, Judy.
You mean about looking for the silver star?
Yes, because nobody believed us anyhow.
We believe us, don't we, Jimmy? Well, anyway, we got our silver star. And best of all, we've got Patio Cinnamon.
You know what, Judy? Let's put him up on the tree every Christmas.
Yes, I think we should. After all, that's where he belongs. Right near the silver star where he can guard it and see that nobody ever steals it again. Jimmy, I thought I heard something.
It sounds like Patio Cinnamon. sing his very own song.
Jimmy, he's only 4 inches high.
Listen, Judy.
Jimmy, it is the Cinnamon Bear. Maybe we weren't dreaming after all.
Now I growl, hurrah, and I growl, garoo. And if you act afraid, I'm much obliged to you.
And so ends the story of the Cinnamon Bear. Whether Judy and Jimmy dreamed these adventures or whether they really happened doesn't matter. They were truly wonderful and certainly most magical. And now that the silver star is shining brightly on the very tip-top of Judy and Jimmy's tree, we can smile our biggest holiday smile and say, a Merry Christmas to you all. We hope you'll always remember little Patio Cinnamon, the Cinnamon Bear. That's the one thing that will make him very happy. And I can tell you, on his behalf, he'll be much obliged to you.
Thank you all very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you've enjoyed our holiday concert today, celebrating 75 years of the Cinnamon Bear and holiday wonder all around. We have a wonderful, fantastic show coming up. Our next show in our 11th season, we will be doing on Sunday, February 17th. Featuring basically about the sidewalks of New York, where we'll visit a striptease nightclub with Damon Runyon, and then we'll join Fred Allen and his crew as they go and hang out with the gang over at Duffy's Tavern. So it's entertainment that you can only find on the sidewalks of New York. Also, our upcoming spring shows for the 11th season will also be featuring such known people like Danny Kaye, Betty Hutton, Groucho Marx, Tallulah Bankhead, and even the Lone Ranger. So be sure to check out our website at TTDYradio.com for the latest updates and show information. But now, the cast of those thrilling days of yesteryear, playing our announcer, Tim Baker. Our wonderful mother, Kristen Wells. Playing the role of Judy, Bryn Friends. Her brother, Shane Friends. The Crazy Quilt Dragon was played by Rob Rinaldo. Playing the roles of Fifa the Gentle Giant and our North Pole worker, John Gould. The evil and mean Wintergreen Witch was played by the lovely and nice Amy Kennedy. Was covered by Aaron Wolfenson. And the lovely and beautiful Queen Melissa was played by the lovely and beautiful Teresa Rinaldo. Santa's helper Nikki Krugel was played by Joey Baker. And for today, the role of Santa Claus was played by Don Giggle. His North Pole friend Jack Frost by Matt Gilbert. And of course, no radio show would be complete without the synchronized sound effect stylings of Kristen Wells, Eric Wolfenson, and Joey Baker. And special thanks to the magnificent musical magic of Peter Storms on piano. And I am the director, producer, and also the Cinnamon Bear. Thank you. We'd like to extend our thanks to you, the audience, for once again helping our show to come alive and for living those thrilling days of yesteryear so we could bring them back to you.
Merry Christmas, Allison.